This aircraft, operated by the Battle of Memorial Flight, flown today by Flight Lieutenant Andy Priest. This aircraft, in its D-Day markings, those black and white marked stripes, is the Alpha Bravo 910, a Mark 5B aircraft. And both in that vertical pull there, that manoeuvre, and this lovely positioning and turn, you can see that elliptical wing. So enamored by R.J. Mitchell and his design team, subsequently defended and improved and enhanced so majestically by his colleague Joe Smith, who took over after R.J. Mitchell's stand on top of it. One of the convoy patrols out over the southwest reaches, and in June 1942 moved to 133 Eagle Squadron based at the now famous Biggin Hill. It flew 29 operations with this unit, and during 1942 fierce aerial battle in support of the operations towards the attack of Dieppe.
Beautiful topside pass he's giving you too, and a final victory roll to end a marvellous display. Without doubt, the C-47 was one of the most successful aircraft designed in history, becoming one of the world's most famous military transport aircraft, and saw widespread use by Allies during that.
As a aircraft used for everything: people, stuff, cargo, medical, and primarily medical prisoner of war recovery, and indeed the coalition support of Berlin when it was closed. The skies were closed to Berlin. They had to fly everything in and out through the Berlin airlift corridor, and that was an amazing period. This aircraft actually wasn't involved. It spent most of its time in the States and in Canada. This aircraft is painted up now. Its tail number now is ZA947, but it's now painted to represent Dakota FZ 692, number 233 Squadron, around the D-Day period, hence the D-Day stripes. And this aircraft was nicknamed Grubisic, which I still have yet to translate, George.
Yes, of course, those stripes are all important. You saw them on the fighter earlier on as well, and that, of course, to deconflict in that mass of activity that went both in the air and, of course, on the sea. The biggest assault ever mounted in the history of warfare, and, of course, most of it from along this southern coastline.
So turning now, you can see its considerable wingspan. Those two huge engines, that wingspan gave it the incredible lift that it had. Again, essentially an aircraft is just a metal tube, but these engines, that huge broad wingspan, gives it the lift that allows it to carry just about anything. Indeed, paratroopers, it's still used indeed for ceremonial parachute drops and for flying displays to commemorate those airmen that served throughout the world in the service of.
So if we look up then there, we've got the free fall group coming in the lowest canopies. They're coming down towards the beach. On there today is Lance Corporal Hurst. He's got the Army flag. And then we have Private Chris Gray, who has just dropped his second flag. And that is the Video Systems flag, who sponsored today's event along with the live feed. So thank you for that, and also the Marriott Hotel. So let's give him a big round of applause then as he's coming in to land on the beach. This is the free fall group coming in, and they can actually hear you. Okay, so we do have the cross in the centre, which is marked into a T today, and let's see how close he can get to that today. At the moment, Lance Corporal Chris Smith is winning that competition. Let's see how close he can get to the T. Let's give him a big round of applause. Here we go. Oh, look at that. Not bad at all. On the bottom of that flag, to allow it to fly in the pattern that it's flying, is a 40-pound weight. So let's give Corporal Frank Millerick, this is the first time he's done it today. He was very nervous doing it in front of you guys today, so let's give him a big cheer and a big round of applause. Okay, so here come the guys, and let's see how close they can get to the T. First one in. Here he goes. Lance Corporal Jake Manwaring. Oh, just pass it. Colour Sergeant Simon Gearing, foot on, well done. And with the Marriott flag, the sponsor of today's jump is Lance Corporal Chris Smith. Let's see how close he can get. Oh, look at that, bang on, well done, Corporal Chris Smith. And finally, coming in is Corporal Frank Millerick. Let's give him a big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Flying the 2,000 square foot flag today for the very first time. As he comes in, he will drop the flag prior to landing. Let's see how close he can get. Here we go. Oh, look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Big round of applause. Well done, Corporal Millerick. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the Tigers Army Parachute Display Team. I'd like to thank everyone for attending today. I hope you've had an absolute fantastic time. It's been our pleasure, our privilege, and we'll see you from Friday through to Sunday. Thank you very much.
Even after all that use of excess power and energy, he still has the power left to hover the aircraft in the sky. Absolutely exceptional. These aircraft have dominated worldwide aerobatics for generations.
Aerobatic champion at the age of 20, and he was going to be helping with that amazing project. Quite sure the wisdom of putting jet engines on such a small aeroplane, it's possibly an entry for the Darwin Award. Who knows, George?
I hope you meant to say unlimited and not unlicensed there.
I hope.
Now this lead aircraft flown by Mark Petrie has a fascinating story to it. Imported black rod in 2004 after a diplomatic negotiation, and it gets the district back from a failed contract that was due to...
Loving a circus teaches aerial arts at the School of Larks, local circus school.
You can imagine what's happening there as they pull up. G comes on as they go over the top. It's like going over a humpback bridge at about 60 miles an hour. There.
You all have enough prizes?
Over in big battle with the patriotic red, white and blue smoke trailing behind. 6,000 feet to the top of the loop, Red One will pull lightning over the top before twisting it around to the left. On the right wing of Lightning is Red 4, Flight Lieutenant Chris Lyndon Smith. Chris is a former Tornado GR4 pilot and Hawk instructor. He's previously served on the team and is in his second year back on the unit. This is Lightning. Red One using a very metronomic cadence and tempo when he speaks to the other aircraft on the radio. The pilots are reacting to the tone of his voice rather than what his aeroplane does, which helps us keep a very straight line to this formation.
manoeuvres symmetrical. Upside down the jets go at 2,500 feet, that distinctive diamond. Red jets against the blue sky. On the left of Diamond is Red 5, Flight Lieutenant Dan Lowes. Dan is a former Typhoon pilot and weapons instructor, and he's on his second year with the team. Now, Reds 8 and 9 with the coloured smoke on rolling around the rest of the formation. Red 1 about to bank them to the left while they change smoke colour. This is Tornado. Seven jets reaching the vertical, Red 1 twisting them to the right before pulling over the top. Brake go calls Red 1 for the vertical brake. Red 1 about to do 2 snake-like barrel rolls across the sky in Python. Jets come across from the right-hand side. Red 1 about to change smoke colour as they pull up for the second roll. Formation he's flying here is called leader's benefits. Red 1 at the front, Red 2, 3, 4 and 5 in line abreast behind him. Now the Red Arrows display is all about inspiring young people, but there's some pretty inspiring young people out there today. And we'd like to say hello to Hawks Crew. Signal for 2 and 3 to start their rolls. Clear, go! The signal for 4 and 5 to start their rolls. Red 6 and 7 will roll before the spectacular Jippo break. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Red Arrows! Ladies and gentlemen, you have been watching the Red Arrows! Well, this time Red 1 really is joining up as a 9 ship. He will fly the aircraft back to Bournemouth. Restore,